He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live from Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Friday, August 1st. Gotta hit that. Good morning, Yas Money.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We're going to end up the week, we're going to wrap up the week strong for you. Herb Stratford's going to be in a little bit later talking about movie reviews, and calm yourself, Yas Money. He is a taken man. And then, of course, we have Falling in Reverse tickets that we're giving away at 8:10 this morning. On top of that, You're F My Life's Morning Morons. I got Creep of the Week coming out of Scottsdale. Lots of stuff to get to. Lots of stuff. Yesterday, our top story in the podcast was the Sydney Sweeney, American Eagle controversy, right? Yeah. And there was a lot to cover in all that, right?
You broke it down?
I broke it down, I went like a deep dive as to what the symbolism even meant. What could be the mistakes made, what was the purpose of getting, Sydney Sweeney as just a celebrity spokesperson, which, obviously she is the it girl right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I
just feel like she walked into something she had no idea was going to turn into this.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
Or did she?
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. That's the question, because, as I broke down, all the different facts and everything, I did get a message from my friend Anthony yesterday. It was a screenshot of a social media post that didn't make things look any better. Because and if you don't know what I'm talking about, Sydney Sweeney, of course, she's a very hot actress, in popularity and stature, and she had this ad campaign where they talked about the jeans and saying good jeans is blah, 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 right?
Right.
And we said it was symbolism. In fact, actually, the visual symbolism is her appearance, the blonde hair, blue eyes, in combination with the good jeans language, rose concerns, right? For racial beauty standards. But more importantly, there's a historical context there. The good genes thing has past associations with eugenetics and Nazi era propaganda promoting like selective breeding of white purity, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you're thinking, okay, well, this is a big company, they wouldn't want to do that? What is the purpose of alienating, majority of their potential customer base, by dog whistling? But then this post sent to me by Anthony, and it's ridiculous. With all fairness, it is ridiculous, and this is how the internet works. But it makes you go, whoa, right? He sent me this post, and it said straight up, the coolest part about the whole American Eagle ad campaign is Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS. Right. And then you're like, oh, come on.
That's messed up.
It is messed up.
Well, the other thing is, have you seen everyone else is taking a swing at it? Old Navy and Ralph Lauren.
They tend to do that, right? But
right.
What is their attempt? What have they been doing? I saw Lizzo did like a kind of a satire post where she was like, hey, remember me, guys? I'm wearing this stuff too now, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Old Navy is doing something like, these are the jeans that all the other jeans warned you about, type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like I said, Ralph Lauren came out with a campaign where they used a community of Black communities somewhere, I want to say in New York or something like that. And it's where a popular Black-owned beachside type of community, and so Ralph Lauren went and explored, and it's generations that these people have lived there, and they're telling their stories, and a lot of the comments were like, hey, thanks for putting this out now, because this would be something that you would put out during Black History Month.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But no, it was done very nice. Like I said, I think it's a good way for other companies to come out and kind of show their true colors, or a really easy marketing campaign to just kind of throw jabs at competition.
Yeah, I mean, somebody there, like either it was a massive like oversight or a very purposeful, targeted campaign.
It seems very on purpose.
And there's a lot of people that believe that, and and I wanted to go in optimistically, thinking, hey, there's no way they're doing that, but there's no way there's that large of like a consumer base that are like, yeah, rah rah rah.
I mean, I thought the same thing. I was like, maybe they're just being clever. Maybe they're just, I just wanted to be like, peace, world peace.
If they want to just sell to a selective like white people, be like, hey, these jeans have no butt space at all. There's no butts on these jeans.
Sometimes they do. I go to American Eagle.
And can't fit into them, huh?
No, I do. Lengthwise, yes.
Yeah, lengthwise.
I finally found jeans that actually fit pretty well out of American Eagle, but it's like, why are you talking like that? I feel bad.
That was the top story of the day. And what do you think is going to do for, obviously there's no such thing as bad press. American Eagle's stock prices and their profit rose 10% after the controversy.
I don't think anything's going to happen.
You wrote to Sydney Sweeney's career, everything's going to be. I don't
think anything's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Much ado about nothing, but that was one of the big stories this week, but it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I don't know what to, yeah.
I feel like it'll blow away. I feel like it's already blown away.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I get distracted easily when I want to be an investigative journalist of Sydney Sweeney and be like, really get to the bottom of it. I go to Twitter and I put in Sydney Sweeney, and then, after three different posts, then I just see a bunch of like nude posts.
Right.
Then I forget what I was looking up. No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to get an official statement. But when I look up her in Twitter, then I end up seeing too much Sydney Sweeney porn. And then I forget what I'm doing. And then I clear my schedule.
I just envision her crying like she does in Euphoria.
Yeah. Oh, it's another cry.
I didn't know.
All right, there's another thing that's happening here with the rise of like AI data centers. We're getting one here locally, and they were talking about how it's going to put out more water than it's going to consume, which that doesn't seem like that's. You sent an email yesterday. You don't want to talk about that on the air. We were back here live. Welcome everybody. Yeah, I want to interrupt that because that was our show open, talked about the data centers and that blah 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 blah. I got Yas Money here, having a lot of fun, and I do not have a sales meeting. In fact, actually, I don't mind getting the F out of here as soon as the show is over today. I've been kind of just recording as I go for the Phoenix show, so I don't have to be here too late. I got a lot of stuff to do. I just felt like being fancy today. It's not because Yaz was coming in, This is just a shirt that was available. I got to do laundry today.
Oh, that's what it is. It's laundry. It's laundry day.
I mean, I have plenty of options. I got to get new clothes for Austin, but I mean, I've dressed nice before. I've done V-necks.
Okay, you're showing button. Too much.
Yeah. Am I showing too much skin?
One more button. Button it up.
Button it up. Well, this is to build our online audience, right? No,
trying to show some cleavage.
Yeah. Some man boobage. There's some chest hair. They say this is how manly men operate. They don't shave their chest. Yeah, I don't have hairy nipples too. It's just a hairy chest.
Tell me more about your jeans.
Oh, well, they're not coveted, that's for sure. Nobody's going out of their way to be like, I need some of those jeans. I need to procreate with that. In fact, actually, like I said, they've been opting for the before Roe versus Wade got overturned. They thought that was the best option. Like, almost have another one of you, part you.
You gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, everybody on the stream. Good to see all the comments here. Yes. And what's up, Jose, Mike? Herb Stratford's going to be coming in a little bit. Obviously, we're going to be talking a lot of things, movies, and playing trailers this hour, which we're excited about. And one movie that wasn't on his list, and I got to bust his balls for because he's old, is the Weapons movie. Because the Weapons movie is a horror film, and which is the fact that we're getting horror films year round is a trip, and obviously people love them. But this one is rated 100% of Rotten Tomatoes and has a buzz behind it that is pretty impressive. So I gotta bring it to Herb's attention.
You haven't seen the trailer?
No, we're gonna watch the trailer here in just a second. So let's get on the air
together.
Do a little tease. Yeah, and get scared together. And like, all right. So 3 seconds here. All right, let's Breaking Ben with Awaken and Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're live on the podcast broadcast. There, you can join us as we watch, and I watch and react to the trailer for Weapons for the very first time. Now, you've seen this trailer.
Yeah.
Now, Weapons is a new horror film that's going to be coming out soon, and right now, it's currently 100% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics who screened it early. And, they're calling it one of the best horror films of all time. Now, is it going to live up to the hype? I don't know, but is the trailer that good?
Oh, yeah, no, it is. From the very beginning, as soon as you saw the first trailer, it was enough to hook you in.
All right, well, let's watch and react along at youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, we're going to give you signs that your spouse is cheating and sad news about birds. And yeah, you think birds stay together all the time. It's part of like love songs.
What?
Well, there's some tits out there that do not. And that's a bird species, so don't come at me. I'll tell you more after new music from Linkin Park. Here's Lying From You, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, birds, tits, this thing. Okay, so Weapons trailer. Have you guys seen it too? Anyone on the stream, comment along if you have. It does look spooky-ish. Here's the official trailer. It clocks in about 2 minutes, and that's perfect timing if you ask me. Here is the official trailer to Weapons.
This is a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why?
Why?
Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only
Okay,
her?
she's in it.
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some
Julia
distance
Gardner.
from this place.
Okay. Oh. Kid had no face. Say what?
When you start
Where are
bringing
you?
kids into movies,
Yeah, kids are creepy.
Where did you go?
This is where the story really starts.
The thing is, it seems like the only original films that are being released these days.
here's the thing.
Okay. It seems like the only original films that are being released today are horror films. Everything else is like a remake or retread. Horror films continue to push, at least like original stories because that looks creepy. And if it's inspired by something, I'm not seeing it in the trailer. But it seems like another original scary film, maybe turn into a franchise eventually. I hope it doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be.
It doesn't.
It doesn't
All right.
need to be a Megan.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. You're absolutely right about that. All right. We just watched and react to the trailer Weapons starring Julia Gardner. Julia Gardner having a busy year. Of course, she's the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, which, that was just kind of like a phone in, take the cash type of gig. There wasn't that much personality or acting per se that the Silver Surfer did.
I did like her little behind the scene interviews that said like first day of filming was her on that surfboard.
Okay. Yeah.
She's like, that was first day. It was me.
Okay, what is the answer? Is that surfboard? Does Silver Surfer need to fly on that? Is that a part of their feet? What is the deal? That was a question that was being asked throughout
That was
Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Justin
Stay focused.
Oh my gosh, you creeped me out.
Yeah.
After that trailer, I was like, what? It's not part of her body. She just needs to write on it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's good to know. All right. Let's get into this. I got two things I want to talk about. One, how to spot someone cheating through emojis. Do you know the cheating emojis? I feel like you would know the cheating emojis, right?
I'd be too stupid to even know, to pay attention, really. Like, I would be in denial.
Okay. But
Yeah.
what would you guess would be a cheating emoji? Like, if your partner was using this emoji, texting somebody, you're like, oh, you're up to no good.
If you're sending any emojis with a heart
Okay.
involved, what are you doing? Because you're not sending me those.
What if it's a yellow heart? What if it's a black heart? I mean, there's different colors of hearts, you know?
What about the emoji with the heart eyes?
Oh, no, that's saying that, my eyes want to bang you. That's obviously what it says. Look, the heart emojis, smile emojis, those are too obvious. There's a couple non-obvious ones.
What are the non-obvious ones?
Okay, well, according to this is a telltale sign that your partner may be cheating, and this is according to a private investigator named Paul Jones. He's from a group of private investigators, and they all come to this conclusion. They say that if you find your partner texting the croissant emoji or padlock emojis, then they're probably cheating on you. Now, on the surface, you're like, well, croissant, they're delicious. What's the big effing deal?
Let's go for a croissant.
Croissant. Right. There's usually a deeper meaning, though. They say that they've had people using a croissant emoji as a way of saying, meet me for breakfast, right? Or the letter emoji as a subtle text me when you're free, right? On top of that, they did add, if you see them use it once or twice, it probably doesn't mean much, but if you see it more, that's code, right? But that could be for anything. But
how old were these people? How old is this PI?
Oh, this PI is old. The people cheating are kind of old. All right, so that's one thing, all right, that has to do with relationships. I got another thing, this is heartbreaking research that Oxford University just came out with, because I've always been the type of person to believe in, nature, and nature being monogamous and romantic. You hear those animal species that search long and wide for a partner, and then they're with that partner for the rest of their lives.
A penguin.
Yeah, the penguin.
Yeah.
I mean, how heartbroken would you be if you found out the penguin has side pieces and gets over it and says, you know what, I'm getting a restraining order on you. We're done. Okay,
as a human, I would be devastated.
Right, exactly. So the researchers have found that songbirds sometimes get divorced. Yeah, and so basically the great tit songbirds, they sometimes divorce their partners at the end of breeding season instead of staying together through the winter. Right. So hey, that was a nice breeding season. I will see you later. And as in later, I'm migrating east. You go west. In the spring, great tit couples mate and they work together to feed their babies. And then after that, chicks leave in the summer and some couples keep hanging out at feeders together through winter, while others drift apart. Really depends on the mating style. And isn't that kind of depressing in a way?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
You're telling me that even if I was a bird, I could feel heartbreak?
Yes. Especially if you're a great tits bird.
I would like to know how you came across this information. What were you Googling?
I have a Google alert for great tit songbirds because I didn't realize they were an animal species.
Sure.
I was just clicking on images. Anyways, that's a little bit of relationship news for you there. Let's keep the conversation moving on to podcast broadcast. And then when we return, film critic Herb Stratford's going to be in talking all things movie releases, including that of Together, which is the new film with Dave Franco and his real life wife, Alison Brie, The Naked Gun, and more. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Great tit songbirds. That's the only way I could say great tits on the radio and get away with it. So I didn't want to miss that opportunity. Is that okay?
It's your show.
Yeah. What if if there was a bird called all right, tit bird, or tits. It's an antis or saga tit bird is great. This is our bookend theme for this podcast, which is odd as can be. As we start off with talking about great tit songbirds, we're going to end the beef tip with hummingbirds, and it'll be worth it. So stick around for that. Don't tune out. Come back. All right.
Come back.
But yeah, so it's a very bird centric somehow podcast broadcast, but with a lot of movies and trailers in between. All right. Earlier this morning, Yaz and I have been hanging out all morning long since 6 o'clock and had a lot of fun. After she applied her mascara,
listen,
we did this.
You should have had me come in at 7.
How long have you been saying dude?
I was born saying it, I think.
Yeah. If you were to guess, like the origin of like the year that people started saying the word dude, because it's a weird word, right? You ever think about this? How old do you think the word dude is, and what do you think its initial like origin is?
Dude, it's got to be older than me.
Oh yeah, way older.
And
way older than you look.
I feel like it's a California thing.
It's not.
Oh.
Yeah, so I often kind of think about this sometimes, maybe it's like stoner thoughts, but I'm a linguist. No, damn it, I can't say it. A linguist, a little bit.
Linguistic.
Linguistic, not an expert, but I came across a piece that I found fascinating. The origin of dude. Now, dude, of course, became super popular in the 80s. It was all part of the surfer bra lifestyle. Then, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles popularized it as well. There was TV shows like Hey Dude. I mean, you could not escape dude, and dude is still used very commonly today. But it is a word that's been in our vernacular for over 100 years. Yes. Linguistics. I'll get it. Linguistics professor Gerald Cohen believes that it was first used to describe those in the 1880s New York City hipster scene. So dude was a way to call out hipsters, which is still commonly, I still call hipsters dudes right now.
Look at those dudes over there.
Yeah, those hipster dudes with those tight pants, or now they're wearing
what
loose
if they
pants.
meant it to be a bad thing?
Well, I mean,
it was
kind
supposed
of
to be like a slur.
It is kind of a slur. So with that said, those men at the time were described as young and effeminate, right? They managed to draw attention of the humorists and cartoonists of the day because of their over-the-top fancy way of dress. And they became known as dudes, which was likely a slang reference to the song Yankee Doodle. So it's basically just short for doodle. I know, it's fascinating. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because we're always coming up with new words and common vernacular. Which ones will stick around? Right. Now, dude obviously stuck around for over 100 years, and it seems like it's still going strong. There's a new term that's becoming popular this week, and it's sloppers. Have you heard the term sloppers?
No.
It's not as sexual as you may be thinking. It's not that. It's not that like X-rated thought that you're thinking in your head right now.
I didn't.
It wasn't not involving that and the two other dudes.
No.
Okay. All right. Anyways.
No.
Have you heard the term AI slop?
No.
Okay. So John Oliver just did a piece on this a couple weeks ago, and AI slop is basically.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The stuff that goes on the internet, that stuff, right?
Yeah. So it's basically all the AI, very quick and easy prompt visual like imaging that we're seeing on our social media wherever we open our feed. So the term for that, the very lazy AI content, is called slop. And now sloppers is a term that is becoming super relevant, especially OpenAI's ChatGPT. The people who ask ChatGPT to do anything are picking up the name sloppers. So like on TikTok, someone said a friend coined the word sloppers for people who are using ChatGPT to do everything for them. And it kind of makes sense because it's a pretty good slur. For example, a man told a story on how he was on a first date and was surprised when the date pulled out ChatGPT on her phone to ask it what it should order. So to him, that girl was a slopper, and there would be no second date. Yes. So slopper is now a term that you may be able to use if you see someone abusing AI and not thinking for themselves.
Beef, you slopper.
Oh, what are you talking about? I pieced this together myself. I didn't even ask AI. I should ask AI for some funny jokes for this. In fact, actually, I'll do that right now.
Listen here, slopper.
Hey. I'm not a slopper unless you're talking about the thing you were thinking at first. Here, hold on a second. Let's see.
Are you asking ChatGPT something?
Yeah. All right. What are some good jokes for this? So we could end this segment strong, thanks to a personal assistant. All right.
Wow.
And you be the judge if I'm slopper or not.
Mr. I just made an AI rap.
Well, you know what? The AI rap is not about the rhymes. It's about the performance and doing it live on the air. And don't tempt me to do it because I have one banked just for you. I just haven't found a beat. All right, now Sloppers be like, Sloppers be like, hey, ChatGPT, how do I break up with you? You know, or or what did the slopper bring a laptop to dinner? Or why did the slopper bring a laptop to dinner?
Why?
To let ChatGPT chew his food first. Oh, what's the slopper mating call?
What is it?
Hey, ChatGPT, write me a flirty text. It sounds like I'm emotionally available. Yeah? All right, we'll end it with this. How do you spot a slopper in the wild?
How?
They're the only ones who respond to, so what do you think with loading, ...
Oh, my God.
All right, so there you go. There's some vernacular information for you today. The origin of dude came allegedly around the 1880s, and then sloppers started this week. We'll see how long we use that. Let's hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. I got to get on here real quick. Oh, wait. All right, so we're getting on. We're getting Herb Stratford ready. I just want to address the comment that Todd's doing right here. That segment that I just did, zero AI. Well, it's the exception at the very, very end. At the very, very end. But the rest of that segment was produced and curated by me. I put it together from two separate pieces because I came across something earlier in the week, the origins of dude. Right, which I thought was fascinating because dude has been around. I mean, by the way, Yas, she took a hair tonic and now turned into Andrew. We got film critic Herb Stratford joining us as well. So I saw that piece and I was like, that's interesting. I sat on that for like a day. Then I came across the new slang term sloppers. Sloppers is basically somebody who doesn't do anything without AI. It's all AI, right? So, and they gave examples, and I'm not going to repeat the whole segment because you guys just heard it, but in my defense, Todd, right? And I don't have a producer. ChatGPT is somewhat of a producer. It does help me kind of get coordinated. I'm going to be doing this, morning show boot camp next week, right? And so I already know what my game plan is because I'm going to go in as the most astute. I'm going to be the best student I've never been, right? I'm there as a sponge to listen and take in as much information as I can. And when I do that, I'm going to be using ChatGPT. And basically, this is the way that I'm going to set up. I'm going to set up my ChatGPT and say, I'm going to be taking notes for the following. And I need you, as I jot down my notes, I need you to organize them and then add to them. And then we're going to go reassess it and put it into basically a PDF. So I could, look it over again. That's how I'm going to be organized in my note taking, as opposed to when I would note take before. Would look like the scribblings of a madman, a manifesto of sorts, yes. Right? Like how Eminem writes a song. It's not even in the line. I mean, shit, this is my writing right now.
Yeah, it looks like a doctor's prescription.
100%, dude. 100%. Yeah. So it's not all bad is my point, right?
No, I think it's exciting that you're getting to do this.
Oh, I'm so stoked. I'm just as stoked to go on this adventure. Rock 102.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Me as a 45-year-old man have never flown on an airplane by myself.
Shut up.
That's right. Yeah. I know you do adventures all the time, Herb Stratford. You're always doing,
I do. I got jobs. I got clients. Yes.
I know.
Wow.
Yes.
That's you're a big boy, man.
I'm about to be a big boy. I'm going to try to figure out how to, I've done it with people before, and I know I can do it. But yes, on my own, solo adventure, business class, yes. Well, Southwest, not business class. I'm on a business trip, so I'm calling it business class,
okay.
right?
All right.
And then, checking into the hotel and everything by myself, just solo. Don't have to wait for nobody. Wherever I go, that's where I'm going when I go, and I'm scared. Let's be honest.
I hope there's a video diary on Instagram or something we can follow along.
I will be doing a lot of posting and everything else, so you can follow along my adventures as I go to morning show boot camp for the very first time in Austin, Texas, to meet some colleagues, to try to announce myself as one of them, because a lot of times I've been outsider looking in. At this point, if they let me in this, they can't deny that I am a radio professional.
I've been trying to do the same thing for years, man.
You wait a couple more years because you're not there yet. All right, we got film critic Herb Stratford in studio here. Now, Herb, we actually just saw and reacted to a trailer that's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not on your list. It's Weapons.
That's because it doesn't open here until next week.
Okay.
So they're doing sort of a platform rollout on it. So yeah, Zach Kreger, the director, he's done a couple of amazing films, and this one just looks super creepy. So, yeah. Very excited about that.
Looks really good, but I mean, if you're a horror film fan, you don't have to wait until Halloween or even next week for Weapons to come out to scare yourself, because there's a scary movie that's coming out by a Hollywood it couple. Dave Franco and Alison Brie. Let's finally dissect this. Let's talk about Together.
So so they're a real life couple. They got married in 2017, and of course, Dave Franco is the younger brother of the other Franco, who gets himself in more trouble.
Yeah, is he ever working again? Is James Franco working?
I don't know, man. He is laying low, which I think is probably a good idea.
Yeah, good call.
So they're a couple, and this was a big hit in Sundance in January, and it was one of the first things picked up out of Sundance, and so we knew we were going to get this release, and it's great because it's a body horror film. So think of like The Substance. Remember that last year with Demi Moore, and so it's, body horror, and by that I mean, it's not just jump scares and some guy with a hockey mask, right? This is like sort of creepy because there's things happening to their bodies, and it's a little disturbing. Anyway, so they basically play a couple. They're a little bit struggling a little bit. He's sort of a musician that has never really made it big. She's a school teacher. Their relationship is sort of stalling. She gets a job in upstate.
Did they shoot this in Tucson? It sounds so relatable.
It is, right?
Yeah.
And basically they move to this small town, and he's sort of struggling, and she's like, what is going on with you? And they go out for a hike, and they encounter something that's sort of a supernatural thing that they weren't expecting. And all of a sudden they start growing closer and closer physically, not mentally. And then it starts to become sort of horrific because their bodies are trying to meld. And so what are they going to do about that? So it's a lot of fun. It's very well done. It's got some good sort of scares to it. It's 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
There's something about an authentic couple that finds a piece that they're passionate about, and they do it together, and it works. And this is one of those films.
This sounds like an excellent, terrifying film for everyone out there with commitment issues. You know what I mean?
I agree. It is. It very much is.
Whoever wrote the screenplay was like, you're smothering me. God. Let me show you exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
I need my space.
This all came from toenails in the bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's the metaphor there. Yeah. All right. So that's the first movie that is being featured here this week, which is a big release. And again, something that got a lot of buzz at Sundance, and it was immediately picked up, not just for the cast, but for the story and the way that it was shot. And Dave Franco directed this too, right?
No, he did not. Somebody else directed it. Yeah, but they definitely jumped in with all 4 feet. So they're in it. And it's very well done. Like, this could have not worked if either A, the script wasn't smart, B, the effects weren't great, or C, the cast didn't work, and all those work.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth, and it's not, and let's be clear, like, Substance was more horrific in terms of sort of that body thing that was going on with the two of them, with Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
This is not sort of as visceral. I mean, the very end gets a little creepy, but I mean, most of the time they're trying to stay away from each other, and it's just sort of that battle of, we're trying to get closer, but we're trying to stay away from each other. And anyway.
Right. Yeah. And isn't that like an internal conflict too? You're just like, I know if I get too close to you that we'll meld together, but at the same time, you're looking pretty hot. I really gonna want to smash. It's brutal. It's very odd to see like a real life couple have on-screen chemistry. Yeah. And they have on-screen chemistry. What's a movie that you could think of off the top of your head where it was a real life couple in it, and we were like, you guys don't even like each other? Like Days of Thunder? Is Days of Thunder, Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise? Was that like anti-chemistry there?
Well, no, because I mean, that was new in their relationship. I mean, you want to talk about Cruise, look at Eyes Wide Shut with the Kubrick movie, right? With those two, when they were at sort of the end of their relationship, not the beginning of their relationship. So, I mean, the next film we're going to talk about, actually, The Naked Gun, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson are a couple now.
That's
so
true.
There you go. They didn't go in as a couple, but they're a couple.
Yeah, now they have the chemistry, which we are going to be talking about right after these words. So keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. I actually want to record that as a separate segment. I'll add that there too, which is good because Naked Gun does have some buzz. Now on the stream, we could geek out on some challenge here.
And I have to walk out the door a few minutes early because I have to be on a Zoom. So
all right, that's fine. Everyone comes in like, yeah, well, I gotta go.
Anyway, see you, Beef.
Yeah. No, Andrew, you're milking the clock and you're staying right here.
I'm actually doing work though.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, you can come back in here.
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. Yeah, again,
Now I gotta go though.
it's more fuck, dude. All right, let's talk about you have a trailer for the challenge. Let me play this trailer for our streamers, because obviously we geek out about the challenge, and a lot of guys are like, a lot of you out there are like, why do you guys even care? It's garbage TV, and it's been a lifestyle. It's been a lifestyle for us for a little bit. So there's a new season. It's called Vets and New Threats, and here is the trailer for this. It's an MTV show, and this is what Herb and I've been a fan of for 25 years.
Oh my God.
These vets wrote the playbook, and they have all had to earn their stripes.
I can do anything better than you.
And now, new threats will enter the game, hungry to forge a new legacy.
They come from Survivor. They come from Big Brother. They know what they're doing.
Legend and rookie, side by side, together. Is that going to help you, or are you going to get burned?
DMX legend.
Once we train them, it's going to be hard to contain them.
How did you win Survivor?
Manipulating people. Same thing I'm going to do here.
It is the dawn of a new era.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I want to absolutely slaughter all the vets.
This really, truly is the most even matchup that I've seen in a long time.
I'll come every time I want.
I'm trying to learn as much from these vets as possible so I can turn around and use it against them.
He's yelling for help in there.
He died. Spoiler alert. He's just
Can't try to control the challenge. You have to try to survive it.
Throw out everything that you know about the challenge.
Bam. Threats and New Vets. There it is. MTV's a challenge. It's the fifth sport. And it's a reality competition show that was, a reality competition show before other reality competition shows. It's the first of its kind, the longest running. The origin of it was Real World and Road Rules, which both were the pioneers in the reality garbage landscape that we have today. So you have no one else to blame or no one else to give credit to than that. And as it evolves, now they, obviously don't have Real World or Road Rules, so they're just getting beautiful athletic people from all over the world to get on there and be like, okay, here's the deal. We're gonna do some competition, and at night we're gonna give you a lot of alcohol. If you want to bang, that's cool. If you want to fight but not physically fight, that's cool too. And backstab each other, go back to banging, compete, and then there's money at the end.
Yeah.
So it's Big Brother and Love Island mixed with cars and explosions?
No, here's the deal.
Okay. I don't know what I said. Big Brother
is taken away from the challenge.
Yeah.
And all these other ones that that may be more popular on a grand scale have it all originated from this. And so we, being the hipsters, because we're very cool old guys, right? We're OGs to the game.
Yeah.
And we know a knockoff when we see one, and that's literally on every channel. So we stick with the original.
So I didn't say anything wrong. It's just backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm with you. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's just you feel like you've sort of spent a lot of time with these characters, because you've seen them when they were younger, and now they're CT's got a dad body times 2, right?
Oh, he
now.
fucked up. Yeah, he's 300 pounds, and you feel bad for him in this. He's already lost a lot of that weight. But yeah, this is the worst that he got. And then the guy with the accident in there, his name's Turbo. There's a little clip that went viral of him calling him a lazy fat ass like that, and it's amazing. It's amazing, dude.
He is this crazy Israeli guy, and oh my God, he is so much drama. Yeah, no, I was happy to see the first 2 episodes this week. I'm very excited about it. You don't get MTV?
No, I'm gonna have to buy the thing. Yeah, I am showing side boob. We're talking about the challenge, what's up, Fabio edition. I'll button up though. It is a distraction for me too. When I see my own nipples, I can only get so hard during a show. So
I did see the board rise up a little bit, so I wasn't sure what was going on.
What was your question? I forgot.
I don't know. I don't think there was one. I'm happy to see it back. I'm happy to see the challenge.
I will. It's the only show that I paid for. The full season was the 40, and I potentially will do that again. I'm checking out the clips and stuff. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. I do enjoy it, and it's something I put on in the background when I want to just do other stuff. right?
Yeah.
So you have a guilty pleasure show that you watch like that?
I don't really watch TV, dude, if I'm being honest
You
with
too
you.
busy reading books or growing your beard out? What do you do?
Mostly just gaming. Every free moment.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, is that's a time suck too. So I've had to make a conscious decision to like limit myself on some because I've wasted a bunch of hours. So like I went like a whole week where I'm like I'm not even gonna look at a game because I want to do some other stuff creatively and everything. But gaming's fun too. I'm not knocking it. What's your game you're playing?
Gaming plan?
No. What's the game you're playing?
What's the game I'm playing? Right now, Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm. So you can't play a game without trying to cosplay into the characters in that game. So I imagine in Witcher 3, you look like a guy that you're playing. See, I'll play like a WWE game. I don't turn into a WWE guy. That's fortunate. Yeah. All right. Before we get into, let's see, I'll make sure I could record this. Okay. Before we get into Naked Gun on the air, I want to cover what else is streaming. So I got film critic Herb Stratford hanging out with us here on Beef Vegan Presents. Now, we're talking about movies that have released to theaters, but there are two different shows or / movies coming to the streaming services. So if you want to sit back on your couch and watch something good, let's talk about Chief of War and Apple TV first.
Yeah, so this is Jason Momoa. This is his passion project. It's actually a series. It's 10 episodes, and it's the story of the Hawaiian Islands in the 1700s when they were sort of fighting the colonization, right? So it's like, the white guys are coming to take over our island, and there's, a little bit of conflict between the islands. He is not King Kamehameha. He is the guy that's sort of he's the chief of war, right? He's like the head guy of the army for the royal Hawaiian group that's trying to sort of consolidate all the islands to fight against the white guys. Right. So this is, like I said, it's a passion project for Momoa. I don't know if you saw this week, he shaved his beard for Dune Part 3. So, I
did see that. It went viral.
Yeah.
And yes. And, he regrets it. But, I was asking Mari, she still thinks Momoa is bangable with that. But beard is essentially like, it is our makeup, right? And men just look better with beards. Yeah. And Momoa was a prime example. And just the fact of his misery, like how upset he looks.
I gotta see that.
He does, yeah. And he basically said it's the first time in 6 years he's shaved, and he only did it because he did it for Denis Villeneuve, who's the director of Dune, because Duncan is clean shaven, so he needed to do it, and it was the right thing. But I mean, I get the pain because.
What's your reaction, Andrew? You're looking at a beardless Momoa.
Yeah,
it's different, right?
Yeah, he's not as babyface as I thought he would be, but that's odd.
It's weird because, I mean, ever since he burst onto the scene in Game of Thrones, it's like he's just been the beard.
Yeah.
It's just like that's just his look. So it is. But I think, honestly, it sort of helps him in a different role. And you sort of then you're not like it's Momoa. You know what I mean? It takes a little bit of that edge off. It's like, Cruise can't do anything to change his appearance. He's still Tom Cruise, right?
Right.
But Momoa, he looks a little different. So
it looks like Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you can see his kind of like Hawaiian heritage there.
Yeah.
All right. So, but this binge on Apple Plus, is this worth a good 10 hours?
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. Like Momoa, he's got a great relationship with Apple. He did that C series for 3 seasons. I mean, they gave him the money. This is his passion project. And honestly, between Moana and other stuff, people are interested in Polynesian history. So it's about time to see this, and it's done well. It's like there's a big budget. There's some great action. It's a cool piece of history that a lot of people aren't aware of. So yeah, check it out.
It kind of gives me vibes of like Apocalypto, right?
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's classic film, right?
Love that movie.
Before he was outed as an anti-Semite. Yeah, it was great. All right. So, and then the other thing that's coming to our streaming services here, where's this streaming? In River of Blood?
It's just on like Apple iTunes or something.
Okay, so something you could buy?
Yeah. Or, I think maybe even on Shudder. But so, this is definitely not a big budget film, but it's the story of these two sort of yuppie couples, and they're on a trip to the Amazon, and they hire this guy to take them on a kayak trip down the Amazon. Well, what do you think's going to happen? Bloodthirsty cannibals is what's going to happen. And of course, who's going to be the first person that dies? The guide. So now these couples who are very ill-equipped, as you can see in the trailer, they're very ill-equipped to survive in the Amazon, especially when there's these cannibals hunting them. So, it's a little bit of an anti-tourism piece. Like, this doesn't make you want to go to the Amazon. Let me just tell you right now, or never certainly get out of the civilized areas. So, it's sort of a fun little B movie piece. No score on Rotten Tomatoes, so leave that there. But that was all right.
All right. So if you're looking at streaming and sitting on your couch this weekend, The Chief of War, the Jason Momoa project on Apple Plus, definitely worth the binge. 10 episodes there. And River of Blood, a movie that you could rent. Probably don't want to. So
go see Together instead. It's better.
Yeah. All right. So we're here with film critic Herb Stratford, obviously live in Rock 102.1 KFMA. As we're talking about the new releases, the other big release, as we're back here, that we want to talk about, which is unavoidable, and this because Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson are essentially going on this public tour showing off their love in PDA. And it's weird too, because in one way you're happy for both of them, right? And in another way, then you realize that you have mommy issues and you're looking up mature porn a lot more, right?
I think that's a you problem.
Well, let's talk about this reboot of Naked Gun. It's surprisingly better than you would think, huh?
Oh, yeah, no. So, I was a fan. All right, so just backstory, right? Naked Gun was the project that the Zucker brothers and Abrams did after Airplane, which, of course, is considered one of the classics of comedy in terms of laugh per minute. And they created this thing called The Naked Gun, and it was basically sort of a spin-off and tied into their TV show called Police Squad. And it starred Leslie Nielsen and OJ and all those people that were in the Naked Gun movie.
OJ.
So the Naked Gun was 88. And it was sort of considered, I think, a little bit off limits, right? You're not going to remake Airplane. You're not going to remake Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So I was a little skeptical. And then when they announced Liam Neeson, I'm like, oh, man, really? But remember, Neeson was not an action guy. And then all of a sudden, he became the de facto action guy.
Yeah. So Chicken and Batman.
Yeah. So I mean, he rose to the occasion. So I was willing to give this a chance. And Pam Anderson's having a moment because Last Showgirl last year, she was excellent in it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'll give this a shot. The Abrams and Zucker team are not involved. It's Akiva Shiver is the co-writer and director. And I got to tell you, I have not laughed this hard in a movie in years.
Really? Because I was afraid, as we're looking at the trailer on the broadcast, I was afraid that, all the good jokes were going to be featured in the trailer, which they hit. And I was happy with the casting, and not because Liam Neeson is a good action star, because his name is so similar to Leslie Nielsen. And I'm so stupid. I'm just like, yeah, that's so easy. It's like, yeah, let's get the guy that sounds most like the last guy. And there are more similarities in that. But yeah, with that, there are more jokes and better jokes that we don't see in the trailer that's actually in the movie.
Oh yeah, no, literally it is like nonstop laughing. Like I literally have not laughed this hard. And my wife is like, I'm not interested. It's like juvenile humor. And I'm like, it's really funny.
Yeah.
And it's 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it is really funny. And it's just like they capture all those things, the puns, the sort of dad jokes, the sight gags. There's a couple things that are almost a little inappropriate for younger kids.
That's
but,
cool.
I mean, it's
even better.
Right there. There you go. The heat vision camera. It's a lot of fun. I just really had a good time watching this. I think it's going to do very well. All the reviews have been very good. And I'm like, I want more. I mean, they did 2 more sequels to the original one, and they were not good.
No, yeah, the 2.5, which I actually enjoyed, but I was super young, and then A Naked Gun, 33 1/3.
Yeah,
that's why they lost the plot. But you know what? It's cool to see that reboot, and if you're looking for something fun this weekend, Naked Gun seems to be able to deliver. In fact, actually, I did a piece yesterday where I go through some good reviews and bad reviews of a popular film, and even the bad reviews still sounded like good reviews for Naked Gun, and that's surprising for a comedy of this stature. So yeah, that the visual gags in galore, and plus on-screen chemistry from Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. Does it feel like she got pregnant during the shoot?
It feels like, it feels like that could have happened. And I mean, honestly, his wife, Natasha Richardson, Liam Neeson's wife, died in a skiing accident probably 25 years ago.
16 years ago. And he's mourned the loss ever since.
Yeah.
And it took someone like Pamela Anderson to get it working again, if you know what I mean.
And literally, she's funny. Like, there's a moment where they're in this nightclub and she's like scat singing and she's hysterical. Who thought she could be funny?
Yeah.
I just thought she was, the hot girl
Sex bot.
From Baywatch. So no, she does a great job. This is a lot of fun. Definitely something to see in the theater.
Excellent. There you go. Naked Gun in theaters everywhere, starting today. Film critic Herb Stratford, everyone. I'll let the reset and wrap things up with the beef tip right after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. Nice. Let's see. 9:45. What time? Are you good?
I got 5.
You got 5? All right. Let's do this. Well, let's see. Naked Gun review. Pew. And then I'll upload stuff and shit. Let's see what I got. Okay, yeah, I can do this. And this is what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get right into our beef tip. I'm gonna record that.
It's not doing laundry again, is it?
No, it's not doing laundry again. Okay. And sometimes people need a good advice about doing laundry. In fact, actually, my beef tip is something that far more like adult and controversial. So, yes,
all right.
yeah, exactly. Right. If you guys are excited about that, let's get into it. All right. Now, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for the show today. But before we go, I'd like to give you a beef tip, okay? And like I was promising my guests this hour and good friends, Andrew and Herb Stratford, my beef tip today is going to be far more edgy and controversial. It is why hummingbirds are skipping your yard. All right. So this is a big deal. You have a hummingbird feeder?
I did, but it got covered with bees.
Yeah, see? That's not good. Yeah, so I know, Herb, I mean, you're at the age where you spend a lot of time looking out the window, just checking out wildlife do its thing in awe. So you probably have a hummingbird feeder, and you might be bummed out if your hummingbird is not making the stop at your house. Well, there are several reasons here. In fact, actually, I got 5. These are the 5 reasons why hummingbirds are skipping your yard. Okay, first, you don't have enough feeders, right? So you got to try setting out more feeders. Like why they gonna make a stop at your place if it's only McDonald's and they can go across the street and have Golden Corral? More options, right? So throw out some more feeders. Hopefully that'll work. Number 2, you have outdoor pets like a dog, and that dog looks scary as F. All those hummingbirds, they're going to avoid that area. So, obviously you're going to have to get rid of your dog if you want to see a hummingbird in your backyard.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. All right. Number 3, the nectar has gone bad. All right. Now, food for hummingbirds, basically just sugar water, and that could go bad. So, so you got to change that out. I mean, and hell, it could even ferment and turn into alcohol. Then you got drunk ass hummingbirds, and they forget where the bar is at the end of the night. So they're not going to come back.
Happens to the best of us.
Exactly. So you want to make sure that your nectar has gone bad. Number 4, your feeder is hidden. So hummingbirds prefer to feed in open areas. So you got to be sure that your feeder is somewhere open, and it should have a good mix of sun and shade too, and easily seen. So that's fact. And the 5th and final reason why hummingbirds may be skipping in your yard, maybe you're ugly.
Could be.
Did you think about that? Did you look in the mirror? Maybe a hummingbird's looking at your face and it's like, I don't want any food from that dude. That dude is ugly. If I eat that food, I might turn ugly too. Hummingbirds think about this stuff all the time. Yeah. So consider this. Look at your face. Maybe do a little bit of grooming, and then hummingbirds may come back to you. And maybe your ex-wife too. So that's your beef tip.
It seems oddly personal, but okay.
I miss her, Herb. She was the best hummingbird I've ever had. That's your beef tip. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Enjoy your weekend and drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later. There we go. That was our beef tip, and I'm going to play that back here on the radio. Thank you, Herb Stratford, as always.
Yeah.
And thank you, Andrew. And I have more that we're going to be sharing here that we did earlier this morning with Yas and Justin Spears. So thank you guys for watching this podcast, but it's not done yet. So earlier this morning, we played a little game with Justin and Yas, and in case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out. Justin Spears from ESPN Radio. Well, real quick, before we get into the Madden ratings and play a little game on that, I want to do the Scottsdale Creep of the Week, which it's Creep of the Week just happens to be from Scottsdale. So it's not Shannon Sharp. I know that you don't want to even talk about Shannon Sharp. He is not our Creep of the Week. Not this week.
Leave him alone.
But he is a strong contender for year. Yeah, man. All right, our Creep of the Week is a man from Scottsdale. I'll give you a quick shot of what Julian looks like. You're going to hate him right off his face, right? Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
It's a very unlikable face Mr. Julian has, and why he's the Creep of the Week is going to make you dislike him even more. He was just arrested with over 20 counts of unlawful taping and voyeurism. See, what Julian would do, he'd go out, he'd pick up Scottsdale women, take them back to the house, wine and dine them, 69 them, and then record them without their consent. Very creepy move. Everyone knows all you got to do is say, hey, can I film this? And most of the time, we're going to be like, sure, send me the link. Anyways, the women wish to be identified as victims by the police. The investigation began into Nixon after a woman he was dating found a hidden camera in his bedroom. So this guy went like far and beyond to make sure he got all the good angles. And then when she confronted him, he admitted to secretly recording them getting it on. Now, his alibi as to why was even creepier. He's like, oh, the only reason why I'm filming these things is to show consent, So I have to film having sex with you just so you can't come back and say that I forced myself upon you. It was like the non-consensual way of showing consent as evidence. If that makes sense. None of it does. This is why Julian's the Creep of the Week. Now, officers contacted him, and that's when he admitted to everything. And he said they have been deleted, most of the videos. But I'm sure if you go a little deep in there, he probably saved his greatest hits. This Creep of the Week, Julian, is now facing 24 felony charges, which is good news. You got nothing to say on that,
You know what he could have done is just have a whole stack of NDAs.
Yes.
Right?
Before you enter, please sign this.
No, seriously. Like,
that's true.
Instead of secretly recording them, I don't know, man.
Don't secretly record them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just don't.
Yeah, and Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if you're dating a Scottsdale woman, or an adult woman, say, "Hey, can I film this?" In Scottsdale, 9 times out of 10 are going to be like, "Well, let me powder my nose first." You know what I mean? I want to look good on camera. So non-consensual taping is wrong, and that's why Julian's our Creep of the Week. 1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I got Justin Spears from ESPN Radio and Yas Money in the building with them. They're both jocular, so I want to play a game. Okay, this game.
We're going to fight.
Yes. It's Yas Money versus Justin Spears.
I don't like it.
Madden just released their rankings here. So, their ratings going into the next Madden 26. Madden's very scientific and being able to tell, players' abilities. And then some players, very few players, get the elusive 99. So this game is the 99 club. Okay, so I'm going to give you a category of a skill position, and then I want you to guess a player don't look up on your phone, that's rated 99. Okay, so every 99 you get right, you're going to get a point. We'll start off with Yas Money here. Put your phone down. No cheating, Yas.
I have to.
No cheating. All right, Here we go. In the category of quarterbacks, give me a quarterback that is rated 99.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is not 99. Yes.
Yeah, it looks. That's a handsome devil.
Yeah,
I thought that's what we were going for.
Nah, I know. All right, Justin Spears, give me a quarterback that is rated 99.
Mr. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is rated 99. That's a point for Justin
him.
Spears. There's still another quarterback on the board, though. So, Yas Money, give me a name of quarterback that'd be rated 99. Madden 2026.
I just had him in my head.
Is he another good-looking guy? This is not 99 on the bang scale, right? 99 on the field. Patrick Mahomes, 95, not 99.
So disrespectful.
All right, yes. Justin Spears.
I had somebody else, but
you're spacing. That's okay.
I am.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Who? Is it Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson, another point for
baby.
Justin Spears. Give him the air horn there. All right, what about wide receivers? Wide receivers, there are 2 wide receivers that are rated 99. Justin Spears, name one.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Who does he play for?
Minnesota Vikings. Baby.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson,
Great
99. Jewelry. What about you?
I'm going to pass.
Okay, you're going to pass? Give me another one, Justin Spears.
Another wide receiver.
Yeah, because there's 2.
Oh, man. Let's go with, is it Jamar Chase?
This man is good. This is why he works for ESPN Radio. That's right. All right.
go, baby.
And finally, in the running back category, there is only one running back who's ranked 99 overall. Yaz, I'll give you an opportunity. This is worth triple points for your opportunity to steal this game. Name that running back.
Did I name him earlier?
You did not.
No.
Can I give her a hint?
Yeah.
Nope. Don't give her a hint.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Why? I need it. I'm terrible.
The name of a famous Phoenix Suns player. All-time Phoenix Suns player.
Yeah. Nash what? All right.
No, I can't.
You
I'm
got
terrible.
the answer, Justin Spears.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon
I
Barkley.
asked you, did I not mention him earlier in conversation?
Oh, no, I don't know. That was the thing. All right, rounding out the top 5 for running
I wasn't
backs.
gonna say that.
Derrick Henry, 98. Christian McCaffrey, which I'm surprised, 95. Because Christian McCaffrey is overcoming injury after injury after injury, right? So how many more years do you think McCaffrey has in him?
A lot.
Okay. Joe Mixon and Jamar Gibbs. 93.
Not Bijan Robinson. Tucson's very own.
Nope. He got screwed this year. So we'll see what happens. But that's the Madden rankings that are there. So the elusive 99 club, not too many people are in that club, but it's looks like it could be a huge year for like the likes of Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, and so on. That's the game. Looks like Justin Spears, he spanked you there. Yes.
He
it's
what?
okay.
I'm sorry. What?
He won handily. With his hand on your buttocks. Spanking. All right.
Not my consent.
All right. Let's hit the Justin Spears, ESPN Radio. Thank you so much for joining us, brother. Have fun on your show. They're live 7 to 9 a.m. ESPN 1490. We're going to hit the reset. Be back with your F My Life and more on Rock 102.1 KFMA, so don't go away.